Question everything, for the truth should not be televised. And that's for sure. So with that, when you look at so-called appointed representatives that are Aboriginal Negroes and so-called black leaders, quote-unquote so-called black leaders, do you really think that Aboriginal Negroes of America have power in the organizations that they actually become affiliated with or employed by when it comes to the system, or appointed to represent in certain offices? Do you think Aboriginal Negroes really have power to move and change things in the offices that they are in, knowing that they're under the colonizers' controlled narrative when it comes to being in their house or being employed or appointed to the colonizer's house to represent the people in the sense of what the job description may say? But at the end of the day, do they really have say when it comes to being in these appointed places that they get involved in? Like, did Obama really have say as a president, or did he have something in his ear constantly telling them what agendas to push and what policies to be about? And as long as he do a great job with what is in his ear telling them to be about, then he goes down with a great legacy, be promoted in a sense of greatness. Same thing with any other Aboriginal Negro in any other office that look like they have some authority. But do they really? Do they have authority to really help their own people, to change the narrative of what's going on with their own people? Or are they just in office to pacify us by being a face that look like us, to make us feel like we included in the decision processes of United States when we're not? Is there the delusion of inclusion going on when it comes to us seeing Aboriginal Negro, aka black folks, in office or any type of appointed establishments where they supposed to have some type of prestige or some type of say in the form of legitimacy of being some sort of leader? Do you really think that Negroes actually have the last word when it comes to appointing something or changing something? Or is they just going by the narrative of what it means to be in the colonizers' houses, who allowed them to be in the house, who tells them what agendas to actually uphold and to what agendas to push? It's no different from seeing Kamala Harris running for office now. Do you think if she get in office, even though she's in office now because she's the vice president, so that holds some weight? And it's like, do you think she have any say over any bills being passed or any real movement for our people as Aboriginal Negroes of America, even though we know she's not one of our people from our bloodline, but at the end of the day, she still wears the melanated skin. Do she have any real authority other than just being a face in the house of the colonizers, pushing and doing what their bidding says that you're supposed to be about since you're in their house? Because at the end of the day, we look at these people as if they have power, as if they have say, when in all retrospect, they're just pushing the same agendas that the colonizers want them to push based off of the order of the day. And to go against that or go away from that or change that, they be under straight scrutiny and attack to be brought down. Do you think that's a reality? Because just look at what happened with Kyrie Irving when he posted Hebrews to Niggros on his site. They hit him in every which way they can possibly hit him when it comes to his pocket, until he changed the narrative and went back on code to what the colonizers want him to be about and what agendas they want him to push. No different from a Kanye West. or many others that they control by the contract. It's just a reality to it. So when you think about some of these people that look like us, even all the way down to the police departments, you know, how could the federal census of ethnic arrest say that we're not the ones committing the most crimes in America, but yet still we the ones under the war on drugs, in the sense of the war on us, getting mass incarcerated more than any other nation in the world? But the numbers don't add up when you look at the arrest sheets. It's somebody else that's getting arrested more than us, aka the colonizers. But yet still it's their system. And here it is, you got all these Aboriginal Negro men, black men, as law enforcement, but they're not saying nothing about the real reality of what's going on. Or the judges, or the prosecutors, or the lawyers that are all seeing this real reality play out, where one group of people is getting mass incarcerated, where another group of people is getting plea down deals and being able to walk numerous times over under the same types of offense when it comes to being arrested. Go figure, right? Well, these are some of the realities we need to think about when we see our nation of people or nations of people that look like us in these type of offices, and ask the question, are they really in office to change something? Are they really in office to move something to the benefit of the people that they look like, in the sense of the communities that they're supposed to represent? Or are they just up there to push the agenda because they have no real power of authority, and they just giving us the delusion of inclusion as if they're doing nation helping when they're not? They're just there to push the agenda. But hey, this is what we see when we look at the immigrants, when we look at the amount of resources that the immigrants can get, or the different grants that they get solely allocated towards the immigrants, or the different amounts of money that they get solely allocated towards the immigrants, or the different amounts of housing to be able to buy homes solely allocated for the immigrants. But in turn, when you turn around and look at the Aboriginal Niggros of America, black folks, they say, oh, we don't got nothing solely for you. We can't do nothing for you. Even the crimes against humanity we done to you and made millions of movies off and made profit off of, based off of 12 Years a Slave and many other movies, we still can't understand what we did to you enough to want to give you reparations. We got to study it. So with that stated, once again, you get the trick bag of the delusion that somebody's there to represent you, that somebody there to actually allocate in your behalf when it comes to resources coming to your community. But at the end of the day, you get the delusion, the illusion that those things are going to happen when they don't never really happen. So the question really is, do Negroes, black folks, have any real say or any real authority when they're in these different type of appointed offices that's supposed to represent the people, especially our people as a nation, because we are our own nation? And are they really representing us, or are they just giving us the trick bag of the delusion that they're there to represent us when they're not? And all they're doing is just pushing the agendas that are already destroying our people and our community on a regular basis. And with that, I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. But that is the question. You let me know. Peace, peace.